Is this thing on?
Yes, it is.
Oh my dear God.
Hello?
They're very loud.
Yeah.
You're very in my face right now. I feel very uncomfortable.
That's the way I am.
You really... No, you came in like a wrecking ball. Because that's... Wow.
I was also...
My heart jumped into my throat.
Yes.
We can't stop.
Not till you get enough. All right.
Well, here we are.
Yes.
We're here doing our very first podcast of the Prattlecast.
And you know, years from now, we're going to look back on this moment and be like, oh my God, this was where it all began.
Yeah, Razzle scared the shit out of me. Came in with a bang. I wasn't ready for that.
I did not.
I wasn't prepared. I should formally introduce myself since nobody knows who I am. I am known as Shake or ShakeZillaTV in other circles of the internet.
It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's nice to meet myself as well. I like me already. I feel good about me.
And you can call me Razzle.
That's it?
That's it. Just Razzle.
That was,
it was very anticlimactic, but that's my life.
You know, you came in with this very distinct personality, and you've just very quickly degenerated to nothing.
Excuse me?
You just threw yourself in the trash.
Listen, I just had to use all my best material in the first minute. So.
All right, well, that's the end. Well, you know, between this and not getting Joe Rogan to be here, I think we've failed.
I don't think so.
I'm going to wash my hands clean of this and call it a day.
Well, you might as well.
I can't go on after this. This is too much for me.
You know, it's actually been a very long time since I last did a podcast. I came to realize that the last one I did was around Valentine's Day in 2008. So that was like 8 years ago. So I'm back, everybody that never heard me.
Almost on the, it's almost on the nose,
almost.
Too. The irony with this is crazy.
Except, well, I think that was actually the last one that actually made it to air, as we called it back then, because we actually recorded one that actually never, I just love saying the word actually, but it actually never got out. It never got released. And so it's kind of like a lost show.
Was it your last one?
It was my last one. And I washed my hands clean of it, and I moved on. And it was exciting.
Now, why didn't it get released?
It didn't get released because we got really lazy. I think we were just kind of done with it. You know, we were just kind of done. I had trouble keeping the show going. The two people I was doing it with, you know, they had very busy schedules and lives. And it just didn't work out. So, but I've always wanted to do another one. And so here we are, launching a new podcast called The Prattlecast. And it is going to tear up this city, called the interwebs.
And we're going to tear up the internet. We're going to take over real quick.
I hope so. And you know...
Well, I'm waiting.
Oh, you're waiting?
Yeah. It's okay. I was about to speak and you interrupted me, so just go ahead. You're fine.
Excuse me?
It's okay. Just keep talking.
I'm just going to keep going then. I'm just not going to stop. No, I was just going to say that one of the people there had never seen Indiana Jones or Back to the Future, and now I'm doing a podcast with another person who has never seen Indiana Jones or Back to the Future.
So basically, I'm a reincarnation of your past life with these people who you did this podcast with.
Yeah, that's the only reason we're doing this together.
Oh, it's to help you relive your failed dream.
It wasn't a failure.
Okay.
My God.
I mean, I would say that it was, considering your last one never made it. It never saw the internet. Yeah. So something went so wrong where you guys were like, never mind. Like, you put the effort in to make it, you know, get it out there, and then we're like, no, I'm good. Like, it's like I don't want to publish this. This is where this train ends here.
You know, I think that sometimes it's hard to tell how long time has passed. But just to put some perspective on this, that was 8 years ago. Back then, we didn't have the word meme. We used words like screen cap. So it would be like, oh yeah, did you screen cap that? Now it would be like, you know.
Screen cap is a thing still? Is that still happening?
Well, back then it was. And that's what that's how we would speak. We'd be like, oh yeah, that would make a great screen cap. You know, not that would make a great meme.
Oh my God.
So yeah.
When did screen cap become meme?
I don't know, but I would assume sometime in the last 8 years.
What does meme mean? What does the word meme even... I don't know what a meme truly is by the word. I don't know where that word even came from.
I do. It came from Richard Dawkins. of all people.
You're a fucking liar.
I am not a liar. You can actually look that up. I want you to actually, go ahead and look it up right now.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're telling me Richard Dawkins. I swear to God, if I type this and I'm gonna look like an asshole, I won't believe you. This is the problem. Richard Dawkins invented memes. I'm not seeing anything.
Well, that's because you're not looking in the right places.
Hold on, I'm looking. All right, here. All right, so here's the definition of meme. First of all, for anybody that doesn't know, a meme is an idea, behavior, or style that spreads from person to person within a culture. It acts as a unit for carrying cultural ideas and symbols. This is not what memes are.
Yes, it is. Okay, I want you to go to your Google bar and type out this sentence. Okay.
No, here, I found it. The word originated with Richard. Richard Dawkins' 1976 book, The Selfish Gene.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Score 1, Team Razzle.
But, I'm looking at Richard Dawkins, and I'm like, why? What happened to you? Now your word has been ruined. I feel like this book was probably impressive. I'm seeing the word geneticist, biological evolution, meme. I just can't. The book loses all integrity right there at the word meme.
It's a word that came out of the 70s, so it came out at the same time. This actually predates disco. It predates disco, because I think disco didn't come out till about 77.
So memes were here before disco.
Yeah, they were here before me. So.
Well, internet, you failed.
They actually predate Star Wars.
Wait, when did Star Wars come out?
I think 1977.
Oh, I thought, you know what? My brain was in a very dark place. Because I was thinking early 70s.
Wow.
Late 60s.
No, Return of the Jedi was 80s.
I have no sense of time because I just feel like Harrison Ford is ageless. That's a lie. I just pictured him old. Yeah, he's not ageless at all.
Watch some of his recent films. He's not ageless.
I know. I just remembered the Chewie, we're home, and I'm like, that took a long time. You've aged very much. You know who I think hasn't aged?
Who?
I was looking at a picture of the very first day on set for Seinfeld, and it was Jerry Seinfeld. And he still looks very much the same, and it's almost eerie for me to look at. Because I'm like, wow, you really, you haven't aged, even though I know that you're old. You looked old at the beginning of Seinfeld.
Oh, yeah. There are a lot of people who age very gracefully. I think Sally Field has aged very gracefully.
Hold on, I'm Googling Sally Field.
Because, the Flying Nun, yeah.
She's dead.
Oh, she is?
Oh, she's not dead.
What?
That was, I don't know.
What are you talking about?
She confessed her love to Burt Reynolds, though. I don't know what she was thinking. Oh, I know her. She looks good. She looks okay. It could be worse, right?
Well, it could always be worse.
See, but people think Sean Connery aged well.
Well, I think his...
And I don't understand the fascination with Sean Connery, because everyone's like, ooh, super sexy, Sean Connery. And I'm like, I don't understand where your brain is, where you think that that's attractive, ever.
He's not my favorite Bond, A lot of people think he's the best Bond. He was the first, so I guess that's why they say that. But
this is where my ignorance plays out, because I've never seen a James Bond movie.
What have you seen? You haven't seen Indiana Jones or James Bond or Back to the Future. You had only recently seen Star Wars because of my insistence.
What's happened? Because of your insistence. Excuse fucking me. This was okay. There are people who don't know this. What had happened was, I have never seen Star Wars, but I started playing the game Battlefront. I enjoyed it, even ignorantly enjoying it. I like it. And then, I'm getting shamed for not seeing these Star Wars movies when all along Razzle has never seen a Lord of the Rings movie. So I think there are two very bad things happening here. It wasn't insistence. It was a contractual agreement. I watched Star Wars. You watch Lord of the Rings. Everyone walks away happy.
Yeah, but I'd started Lord of the Rings before.
What does that mean?
I've seen bits and pieces here and there.
Oh, yeah. It was on TV once, and I went by. I paused for a second because I didn't know what it was, and then I realized what it was, and I kept going.
Oh, wow.
That's all you did.
No, that's not true.
That's not.
That's not true.
You didn't. Well, you're gonna be seeing it soon. But really, I probably need to see. I mean, I don't know if I need to see James Bond movies. They all kind of strike me as really boring.
Well, I think some of them are. A lot of them are. Yeah, I won't even dispute that. Some people are big into James Bond. I'm not really that big into him, especially I'm not into the new one. So, everybody has their thing.
What, isn't that Daniel Craig?
That's Daniel Craig.
He's pretty.
He looks like he is the genetic mutation of a gummy bear and a pizza breeding.
Well, if anyone out there looks like a gummy bear and a pizza, I'm here waiting for you, because I thought he was attractive in Cowboys and Aliens.
I've never seen that.
Well, then you don't even know him.
It's probably true. I don't know him. He's a celebrity, so.
You can't just put him in a suit and say, yeah, he's gross. Put him in a cowboy outfit. He becomes pretty. He's just going to be a little bit dirty, I think, when, some of his features are masked with dirt. And then he's pretty. Yeah, just change his face and he looks better.
Yeah, just change him to any other actor. He'll be better.
Just fix his face.
So you're admitting fine. Okay, wait.
Well, because all I had to think about was, he really is very filthy in Cowboys and Aliens. So that's all, and maybe that's what I was attracted to, was just, a rugged, dirty man. And that's really all I wanted. I'm not sure,
There are better options than that, though.
I mean, I'm sure there are. None of them I can have anyway. I'm sitting here in pajamas. Like, no one's looking at me.
Yeah, but we're talking about a fantasy, though. Why are you settling on fantasy?
My fantasy. Okay, if we're going fantasies here, I'm talking Jin from Lost. I'm talking Jin from Lost, maybe a little bit of Boone. I couldn't handle Sawyer. I've come to terms with that.
Really?
I mean, but then again, Jin wouldn't even want me. You know what? I'll take Boone. No, Boone, I can't have you. They're all in love with somebody else. I can't win. I'll take Locke.
Take Locke?
I'm settling for him. I'll just pretend.
You're settling again. What are you doing? Every time.
I settle even in my fantasies. There's something wrong with me.
It's like, well, I don't think I could you start off really strong. You start off with Jen, yeah. And then you're like, wait a minute, no, he's married, so, as if this is real life. First of all, he's a character, goddammit. And second of all, this is your fucking fantasy, so Sun doesn't even have to be in the damn picture. And even if she is, you can be Sun. You'll be the new Sun. And he'll just see that you're the better Sun. And see, this is the whole point. This is the whole point of a fucking fantasy. And here you are over here settling in your own damn... What is wrong with you?
I think this really just shines a light on the nature of who I am. Like, I'm just like, any dreams I have, I'll be really excited, and I'm like, shoot them down. Like, don't even let that thought happen. So now I can't even have fantasies anymore.
See, I'm the exact opposite. I went to go see the movie, oh God, what was it called? The Huntsman with Chris Hemsworth. And I hate that fucking bitch who was playing Snow White. So the whole time I'm pretending like I'm Snow White. And I don't have any problem pushing... what?
Kristen Stewart. Sorry, I had to remember her name.
Yeah, I have no problem pushing her out of the way.
Well, okay, you know what? Stark, okay, you can't make this comparison between Lost and The Huntsman, because Kristen Stewart is like, she's a dead person that someone's puppeteering. There's no way that thing's alive. She died a long time ago. I don't know what that is anymore, but she's got no expression, no personality. She's dead. But the women in Lost, like...
Kate.
Sun's badass. I mean, Kate's sleeping around with everybody. Sawyer's got no interest in her. Oh, you know what, though?
What?
Wait a minute. Can I do a spoiler alert? Fuck it.
Spoilers for Lost, everybody. If you haven't seen it, go watch it real fast. Now let's continue.
Yeah, go watch, up through season 6, okay, and then come back. After Juliet dies, I can have him. He's damaged. He's over. He's weak. Oh, I can take that.
See, I completely forgot about Juliet. I was sitting over here trying to figure out why you would have a problem with pushing Kate out of the way, and then I was like, oh.
I wouldn't.
Yeah,
we all know how I feel about Kate. She should have died episode 1. That's all.
She probably should.
She shouldn't have made it. I don't know why anybody tried to help her. I don't know how she got on as long as she did.
And I know the original idea for Jack was that he would be played by Michael Keaton, and they were going to kill him off after the pilot. And I think that would have been a better fate for Jack, honestly, if I'm just being honest.
If I'm being honest about Jack, I don't have many feelings about Jack. I tried to find things about him. I tried to find things that I like about him because, this there's reasons to feel bad for the guy. Like, there's plenty of reasons to feel bad, but at the same time, he's so fucking bipolar that I can't handle him.
Yeah.
He bothers me with, like, he's got, like, this, he's, like, he can't handle just having, like, a normal friendship with anybody. He can't handle, like, agreeing to disagree.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not even like anyone's asking him to agree with their opinions. It's just like, this is what I think. And he's like, no, that's wrong. Kill it with fire. Not happening. Like, you know, you could have been a great guy, Jack, but this is why you have no friends. This is why you got your ass kicked in school.
But
this is why Daddy drinks.
No, he changed a bit. He changed this toward the end. He doesn't want to take as much charge anymore.
Yeah, they redeem him in the last season. All of a sudden, I'm like, fuck me, Jack. Like, what? Who are you? What?
Well, it was going on a little bit before that, I thought. Like, in season 5, was it, when he comes back and he's, like, taking orders from Sawyer and he doesn't have a problem with it and he's kind of just going with the flow and trying to...
That was a trippy moment for me.
Yeah.
Like, seeing them stand to each other, and Sawyer would have confidently told him to do something anyway. But then Sawyer's just like, yeah, do this. And Jack's like, all right. Not even a hesitation or a thought. It was just like, oh, I'm doing it. Like, this is how it goes. And you know what? Now you got me thinking about Lost. So now I have some questions. Can I do this right now?
Okay.
I'm doing this because I have to ask. It just came to mind. So there's more spoilers. So I'm serious.
Well, I think all you have to do is say that once, and they'll turn off the podcast.
Well, you know, maybe they turned it back on now, and now they're hearing us argue about this. This is not how I wanted to do this. So anyway, when Jack is continuously saying they can't die,
mm-hmm.
He's like, we're not gonna die. Like, this dynamite's not gonna blow up in my face.
Right.
They could have that whole time, right?
Why?
Well, was there actual magic keeping them alive that whole time? If everything that happened there was real, couldn't they have just died at any time?
Well, I mean, then again, there is a little bit of magic going on, too, I think, with that show. And, you know, I've been so disconnected from it that I'd have to really think about it to give you an answer, because I know there's an answer somewhere.
How disconnected can you fucking be? It wasn't even that long ago.
It was a pretty long time ago. I mean, that was like 2 shows ago. So, I mean, after...
Oh, my God, it was.
We got through, what was it called, that Netflix show.
We're not talking about it.
Oh, we're talking about it. It's called Hemlock Grove.
I don't want to.
We got through that. And and after you go through that, I think it's very easy to forget. Not only...
After you go through that, it's easy to just have pieces of your life slip away from your memory.
Exactly.
Both long-term and short. You just lose yourself a little bit.
I do.
I can't look at things the same after that.
I can. I mean, I guess I can't, now that I think about it.
Well, you know, speaking of dying... All right.
What?
They all die in the end. They all die in the
Everybody
end.
dies
Yeah, I'm
in the
taking this to a dark place. Okay. All right. Speaking of dying, something I was thinking about earlier this week was, do you think at any point in your life, have you ever gone through your day and thought that you had a past life, that you were someone or something else? Like, ever?
Actually, you know, it's funny you bring this up, but I do actually believe I did have a past life. I do.
Are you going to share with the class?
I'm going to drop that. Let's just drop the bomb and then move on. No.
All right, anyway, I want to talk to you about some Jedis real quick.
No, when I was I guess I was in high school, I would have a recurring dream, okay? Mm-hmm. And in the dream, I was this 16-year-old girl living, I guess, in the Midwest, and I would... Why are you laughing already? Are you having trouble picturing me as 16? Because honestly, you know, I may be ancient now, but seriously.
I'm trying to picture you with pigtails.
Okay, well, that never happened. But no, seriously, and I died on either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day in the year 1980. And I really strongly believe this because of just the way the dream plays out. I'm on, like, the back of a motorcycle, and we're, like, trying to pass this semi. And when we're getting really close, we're like on this cliff and the road's kind of curving out and the semi kind of veers over a bit and we hit the semi a little bit and then we just veer off the road and we die. And to this day, I cannot pass semi trucks.
Well, you can't drive past them?
I have a really difficult time doing that. Like,
see, that's strange to me because I get nervous going past them because they're big.
And loud.
They're like humongous vehicles with like way too many wheels, and they shouldn't exist. But you're like afraid.
Yeah, I get very, very panicked trying to do it. So
That's insane.
So what about you? What your past?
I mean,
I'm telling you the truth. This is what I honestly believe, because it was a recurring dream. I had it for a very long time, and then one day it just stopped happening. And but yeah.
See, the only recurring dream I ever had was like really fucking disturbing. So I don't want to believe that's my past life.
Oh.
But the only thing that ever made me like think about it was all the time, like, 'cause you know, in my place of business, I have a lot of old people come in, and you know, they'll always talk to me. They think I'm wonderful and great, and I'm like, you don't know me, and they're always like, you have such an old soul, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then my grandmother says the same thing all the time. So I'm like, what do you even mean? And like apparently, like my grandmother believes that I carry like pieces of her mother in me. Like I don't, and that makes it sound like I ate her. Like I ate her mom.
In my pocket. Got some ashes.
Yeah, I turned her into bacon. I got your mom jerky here. Anyway, she's like, no, you do a lot of things that my mother did, and like I'll find myself saying phrases and words and stuff. You've called me out on that a few times when I've done it, like things that people don't say anymore that I've never even heard anywhere, and it made me think that like I must have had some kind of past life, or maybe I just ate her mom.
You never know.
Like one of those two things happened.
No, I mean.
But I also think that when I die, like, what do you think happens then?
Oh.
Like, does the TV just turn off? Do I just float in the dark? Is it like when you're asleep and like you know you're asleep, but you just never wake up?
Actually, no. My feeling on it is that when you're dead, it's just like before you were born. And that makes me so claustrophobic to think about. But when you really think about it, that's what it's like.
I don't want to be that close to my mom again.
What? I didn't mean like, oh my God.
It's like, wow, Mom, I'm back. I'm home. Come here. I like to think that I will like, as much as I think reincarnation is ridiculous.
Ouch.
I have like this thought process that, well, because if I'm saying like, oh, I must have had a past life, that must mean I was reincarnated. So I can't really believe in one and not the other. I just processed that now. Jesus Christ.
Already contradicting yourself.
Well, that's just me. Hey, I've made a living out of this. I think this time around I'm gonna come back as an animal finally. But I'm not going to have any idea that I was a person. And I'm probably going to live for like a month.
Yeah.
Like I'll be a beautiful deer, just getting my spring chicken legs. And I'll be walking around prancing. And then I'm just going to die. Coyote's going to get me. That's how it's going to go. I'm going to be so happy to be a deer that I'm going to just get eaten.
You'd probably get hit by a car.
I'm not stupid.
Well, I mean,
I know what a rope. Oh, but as a deer, I wouldn't know what a rope
yeah,
is. I'd be like, "What's this stuff? I can't eat it."
What?
And then I'd go. I think I'd make a good reindeer though.
Would you?
I mean, if you were to picture me as a majestic beast, you wouldn't think of me as a reindeer.
A majestic beast.
What do you think I would be? Like, what is my spirit animal in your eyes?
Your spirit animal is probably a rabbit.
That is rude. Why the fuck would you say that to me?
I don't know. I mean...
Well, you know what? You remind me of a giraffe.
Wow,
so.
You're an asshole. So...
Well, explain the rabbit.
I don't have to explain rabbit. I was just pulling something out of a hat. Get it?
Oh, you son of a bitch. I've had enough. I regret doing this with you.
My only connection to a zebra... Or not a zebra. You said a giraffe. Wasn't that the stuffed animal in the Brady Bunch? Didn't they have like a stuffed giraffe?
They could have. I associated it more closely with The Last of Us.
Oh.
Because I'm a good person, even though you called me an asshole. So you ruined everything.
An asshole.
You called me an asshole.
I don't even remember.
I know you can't remember because it just flows out of your mouth so naturally to be hurtful to me.
I have no memory.
I have no memory of just treating you like shit.
But I do remember being a 16-year-old girl in 1980 and dying on the road. So my memory.
In your past life, okay. So what year were you born?
Me? Oh, me. Like
the other guy.
The other...
No, not not the 16-year-old girl inside of you.
No, okay. I would have been conceived in 1981.
Oh, so your teenage girl self, does she have a name?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to dig deep and find that out. You need to do.
Let me go.
Virtual.
Okay, guys. Yeah, go look up on the internet and try to find out.
Go on sabbatical. Guys, everybody look up. A teenage girl that died.
Yeah, just keep bothering the families. Hey, are you Razzle's mom?
It's like, listen, we think your daughter's back. We have some things to show you.
Some bad news.
I don't think they'd be happy.
I don't think they would be either.
Listen to this podcast. She's in there. We promise.
Somewhere in there.
My daughter. Like the closest you'll ever get to the daughter is just knowing exactly how she died.
Exactly.
That's all you'll get. So okay, I thought the past life and the current life overlapped each other.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. I thought you were born before 1980.
I was born, but you thought I was born before 1980, so you thought I was born in the 70s. You thought I came out the same year as polyester suits. That's what you thought.
I mean, did you ever wear one?
Yeah. Well, only for a play. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, okay. It's for a play.
I wore one to high school.
It's like no, I really enjoyed my polyester suits.
Hey, Daddy-O, check out my zoot suit.
Did you wear corduroy jackets?
In high school?
Ever. Why do I care about your
corduroy
high school?
jacket? You mean like a business corduroy jacket?
Just corduroy in general. The word corduroy just makes me sad.
Again, I would defer that question to a play I did called Little Orphan Annie, where I think I did wear a corduroy jacket in one of the scenes because I had to borrow a jacket from somebody. And I don't know if you've ever done this before, but when you're borrowing clothes from somebody, sometimes those clothes smell, and you don't exactly know how to bring it up. Like, is there a reason why your jacket smells like cigars and potpourri? No.
I've never had that problem because I don't share clothes with people.
Well, I only did it because it was in a play, and I didn't have a business jacket like that to wear. And it was actually my friend's father's coat, and it was in an attic, so that's probably why it smelled. It probably was the breeding ground for rats.
You were wearing a rat family.
I was wearing a rat
You took their home.
I took their home.
You took their home and wore it. The only time anyone ever borrowed clothes from me was I let a friend borrow like my favorite pair of jeans back when I wore jeans before yoga pants were really invented. Because now it's yoga pants or nothing. That's just life. God. But I let my friend borrow my favorite pair of jeans, and I was like, yeah, take them. I don't know why we were sharing jeans, but it happened. And then, a couple months down the road, because I'm not going to remember that someone took my favorite pair of jeans. I don't know why I wouldn't remember that, but I don't. A couple months later, I was like, wait a minute. Don't you have my jeans? And they're like, yeah, come get them. I go get my jeans. They walk out with just this tattered rag. My jeans had literally disintegrated over the course of 3 months into belt loops and a zipper. It looked like somebody turned him into, really pornographic Daisy Dukes. And I was like, what the fuck happened to my jeans? And she looks at me deadpan like nothing's wrong. And she's like, I wore them. And that's all I got. And I'm literally looking at, a thong that was once a pair of jeans that I enjoyed wearing. And I was like, okay, this is, all right. And I didn't know what to do with them. I couldn't throw them away because I had to show somebody. Because I needed to know that what I was looking at was not right.
Yeah.
And it's just everybody I showed them to was like, I don't know how that happened.
Oh my God.
Because it didn't look like they were cut. It looked like they literally just fell apart. And those were my one pair of jeans.
I think I would do that too. I think I would borrow somebody's jeans and I'd just rip them to pieces and hand them back. See what they would do. Because they probably wouldn't do anything. They'd do nothing.
I mean, I didn't know what to do. So you're right. You don't do anything because you're just dumbfounded by why somebody would do that to your clothes.
You know, and girls' jeans are weird. Like, don't they have, like, the front pockets? They're not even pockets.
Okay, here's the thing with girls' jeans. If we're talking actual women's jeans, it doesn't matter if there's pockets at all, because you're not fitting anything in them.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, even if there's pockets, if you get your hand in there, you've immediately cut off circulation.
But I mean, that's why like girls they put the cell phones in the back pocket, and then they end up. Even
if you do that, the moment you sit down, it's gone.
That's what I'm saying. Like when they sit down, they screw up the fucking phone. It's a real problem.
Well, because for some reason we are a culture that is still obsessed with squeezing our fat asses into the tightest things we can and thinking that looking like a walking muffin is attractive.
Hey, I used to wear skinny jeans. I remember those days.
Well, were you fucking... No, you did not.
I did. I wore them.
Pictures. I need photos of this or it didn't happen.
Look, it was like popular for like a year and a half, so...
See, but now it's considered popular and it's just men wearing their girlfriend's pants.
Yeah, I know.
And they're walking together wearing the same exact pants. And I'm like, this is really sad for me. And I feel like their bodies... Like, I feel like when you take jeans off now, like, your legs are blue underneath. Like, they're just trying to breathe. And, like, if you stick your hand, when it's really cold out and you put your finger, like, on your leg or something, it's, like, all red and you see the indent. That's your legs after jeans. You're killing yourself every time you put on a pair of jeans, and that's really sad. We need to save the youth.
I had a pair that was actually pretty comfortable. It kind of flexed out a bit, you know? I had
a great pair of jeans, too. I remember them well. I wrote all over them. I don't know why I was... I, would just write band names and quotes, and I thought I was really edgy. And I wrote, fuck you on my ass. I thought it was amazing, and it was stupid. I look back, and I'm like, that's the dumbest... Why did anyone allow that? Why didn't anyone throw them away? People let it happen. It was very sad for me.
Well, I think people maybe just aren't sure what to do with jeans anymore. I mean, the 80s, they kind of started selling the ripped jeans look, and, so it makes sense that people would start wanting to draw on their jeans to be edgy, I guess.
I mean, bedazzling them was okay, but drawing on them not okay.
Bedazzling, yeah. Well, bedazzling was fun. Let's be honest.
Okay, but drawing is fun too. Nobody respects my art form.
Drawing can look tacky though. But if you bedazzle it, okay, it might look tacky, but it's still shiny, and that's what counts.
Might look tacky. So okay. So this says a lot about us as people. You don't care if you look like shit as long as you're shiny. That's been made very clear. Whereas I sit here defending my honor. I'm like, listen, I am different. I am an individual. So I'm just a hipster.
I think so.
And you're just a tacky, shiny douchebag.
I'm a gay man. Yes.
Yeah. It's like that's all I am. It all adds up. Gay man. That's all I have to give you. I mean, and that's okay if that's how you want to be.
Well,
I'm breathing.
Why are you drinking? What are you drinking?
I'm ingesting water because I have a throat condition. I really do feel like I'm turning into a deep voice black man. I've been feeling it all day. I have spoken less than 50 words all day just so I wouldn't sound like an old black man.
I don't know. I'm starting to dig it.
By the time of this. So you're telling me I sound like a man?
You're starting to get there. Maybe keep going. You might get to that Morgan Freeman level, and then all bets are off.
So that means you're attracted to me.
All I'm saying is
this is going to get very interesting.
If you get to that Morgan Freeman level, I'm just saying.
See, but I can't just get to Morgan Freeman by mere tone. I need to also have that weird-ass Morgan Freeman accent that only he has.
You need to have wisdom.
I don't think he has any wisdom. Can you imagine Morgan Freeman at home? He probably just sits there with his hand down his pants.
This is a good show.
Watching music videos from the early 90s, wondering what's going on. I don't think he does anything of value in his real life.
That would be a good reality show. Just watching Morgan Freeman doing regular stuff like eating Cheetos in his boxer shorts.
Yeah, just Big Brother the shit out of him.
Just declassify him. Oh, that's a weird word. I just used it wrong, but declassy him, You know
what? You just used two words, both wrong. Both make me uncomfortable.
Is declassy a word?
to be. I mean,
There's Degrassi.
I don't think. Well, Degrassi was a word.
I know.
It has since died.
Oh,
it died a tragic and painful death.
it's a good show.
But declassy, I think you can be declassied. I think this is a strange thing that has happened here.
But if you're declassified, it just means that you're no longer classified.
But what does it even mean to be classified?
Classified is confidential. It's like, oh, that's classified.
Okay, classified. Oh, classified. Okay, wow.
You're.
I'm Morgan Freeman at home. This is Morgan Freeman at home. He's like, what's classified? Well, to be declassified would mean, that would mean his life is an open book. But I mean, isn't it already?
I think so.
Well, no, it's not. No, you're right. That is the right use of the word, because we're declassifying him. We're like opening his life up.
Yeah, I guess it would actually kind of work. I remember that good
job.
He would share pearls of wisdom from his childhood on his old show, the one about the wormhole, like Through the Wormhole with Morgan Freeman. He used to talk about his life on that.
Is that real?
That's a real show. Yeah, it was a science show. And he used to host it. I don't know if he still does it or not, but I remember when it premiered because it was just like him. He had all these questions about the universe, and so each episode would be something like, he would go like, is there a God? And so they would explore all these different theories about, and then my favorite one was the one on reality, because they had this guy with a theory that we were all really in a computer. And he said he could prove
What?
this. Yeah, he said he could prove it because if you zoom in on like a leaf or anything in reality, you'll eventually find that everything in reality is pixelated. Yeah.
Is this real?
Yes, it's a real show, and that is really what the guy was saying on it.
Okay, but if you zoom in on stuff enough, okay, this is a matter of what technology we're using. because I mean, things would probably become pixelated, back in the day. But now I think it takes a lot more work for that. I don't want to be. This is like how they say that we're all Sims. Like we're all actually just Sims.
Yeah, that's kind of what the theory was leading up to. So that we're all like.
It was beating up to it.
It was beating up to it as well.
It's punching its way to the Sims. Find out Morgan Freeman invented the fucking Sims. There you go.
Morgan Freeman. I could see him playing The Sims for hours on end and just narrating.
Do you think? I don't even think, like, what I just picture him sitting in a dark room, computer screen lighting his face. He's not smiling. He's showing no signs of life except, the finger movements. And then all you hear is a deep sigh, just randomly. And he's like, ugh. And, like, the first family member in his household just died. And that's, like, the only sign you get from Morgan Freeman when he plays The Sims. It's just a deep sigh. And then he goes back. Like it never happened, and he continues on. He plays very quietly, very to himself.
That would make an excellent Let's Play video series.
I know it would not.
Yes, it would.
I mean, it would only because it's Morgan Freeman.
I know.
Like, if it was just some random old black guy, you'd be like, the fuck are you doing on the internet?
We're not talking about some random person. We're talking about Morgan Freeman. I mean, if Morgan Freeman had a Let's Play video series, everybody would watch it. He'd outdo PewDiePie or whatever his name is.
We just name dropped that asshole on here.
Yeah, we're name dropping everybody. Nothing is off limits here except for politics.
But I love Donald Trump. He's my favorite. And we all know that Hillary's got my vote.
Oh, does she?
How dare you? Yeah, she's amazing. I only know she has my vote because the quiz said so.
The quiz told you how to vote.
The quiz told me what would be in my best interest.
Well, that's a smart way to go.
I can't make decisions for myself. This is why I have the government. I can't do it on my own. I needed to take a quiz, which half of it I didn't quite understand fully. I needed to actually Google some of those things, which makes me feel like an asshole. And then there was some stuff that, like, I felt very judged about by you.
Excuse me?
I remember reading some of them out loud because people don't know what we're talking about. There was this quiz online that, like, you answered a bunch of political bullshit about the economy and global warming and women's rights and babies and abortion and shit. And just fucking trash. And Razzle had taken it, so then I decided I would take it, and I made the mistake of reading some of these questions out loud. And I also read some of my answers out loud, which was a mistake because all I heard from Razzle's end was, "Oh my God, Shake!" And like every couple of times it was, "Oh my God, what are you doing to this country?" So
I would say that regardless, though, because it's not like I have any ideas.
Apparently, Hillary's gonna ruin the country because she's got my vote. It's what's in my best interest.
You never know.
For me.
I think they're all bad choices, though. See, I don't like any of them.
I think we should just join Cuba.
I think we should just hit refresh.
Hitting refresh is very dangerous.
See, I don't think I could vote for Hillary, but only because of the whole... I just recall her at one time saying that video games in this country need to be treated the same way as tobacco and alcohol. And I just remember on that day thinking, oh, my God, this person is insane. But I think...
What? She said that?
Yes. You don't remember when she was on a crusade against video games? Oh, my God.
Apparently, I've lived a very sheltered life.
Oh, my God, Shake. Oh, Jesus.
She was on an actual crusade?
Yeah.
She had banners?
Yeah, she would put... This was back when she was a senator, and she and Joe Lieberman were all about introducing all these bills that were going to limit the sale of... Oh, one of them I remember from her is that she had a bill that was going to... it was going to fine people for marketing violent video games or media toward children, and they would have to pay like $11,000 a day if they were doing this. And it went all the way, I think that one went to the Supreme Court where they finally ruled that it would be against the First Amendment. Tell them, Supreme Court. I don't know. But it's not like we have good choices. So my whole thing on this is, it doesn't matter who you vote for. Vote for whoever you want, because you're basically just voting for a figurehead. And that's fine. So anybody, whatever you want to vote, just vote for it, and stop giving everybody hell and crap about it.
Can Obama not run again?
He cannot run again. No, he's already had his 2 terms.
That's upsetting because only because he's the only president I've seen on a skateboard, and for some reason that makes me very happy.
I wonder what it would look like if other presidents were on skateboards.
Honestly, I think we can all see Bill Clinton on a fucking skateboard any day of the week. He'd do it. All you need to do is hang out with him for an hour and be like, get on this board and ride, and he'd go. He might not make it very far, but he'd do it with enthusiasm.
Did you say Bill Clinton?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who did you think I said?
My mind kind of comes in and out when we're talking about politics. Sorry.
Well, this isn't politics if they're on skateboards.
Very political. We're talking about skateboards.
I think Bill Clinton would be like, yeah. Have you seen him when he's standing next to Hillary? He's not even there. He's not even on the same planet as her.
Shell of his old self.
Yeah, I think he's better now.
I think so. He's no longer signing "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" into law, so that's nice.
Well, he doesn't have to. He doesn't. He's very free.
Very free.
But what do you think what do you think she would do if she ever went into the Oval Office? I think she'd just start crying. If Hillary went into the Oval Office, I think she would cry.
No, I think she's a very, very strong. So I don't think she's going to cry. I think that she'll be a fine figurehead. And this is what I'm saying. In my opinion, the only thing you really need to be president, because this is the only thing we ever judge presidents by historically, and that's how do they respond to a crisis situation. I don't think Hillary's going to lose her mind. I think she's got enough experience from her days in the Senate. She's got enough experience from being attacked by the media that she could hold her own. So,
well, she's also a woman.
Yeah, she's also a woman. And I think, honestly, I know people always talk crap about, people are only voting for her because she's a woman. And my whole response to that is, so what? Because you're basically just voting for a figurehead anyway. What's the big deal? It's so let's have a figurehead who's a woman. It's a good symbol. It's yeah, okay, women can be president too. We've known this for years, so why not actually have one? Now, in my opinion, I think probably a better figurehead than her to be the first woman president would probably be Elizabeth Warren, because I think that she would have more support with her.
Isn't she a serial killer?
She probably is, and she'd be a great president. Because can't you see Dexter Morgan being president?
You know what, though? I could, because he has no attachments, no ties to anything. He'd just look at everything very clinically, and he'd sit with it for a minute, and then, every couple of days he'd be like, I'm getting an itch, I gotta go away for a day, I'll come back to this in a minute. He'd have to go murder someone. See, but he could also take care of everyone's issues, because our president would be killing people. not because he wants to. It's pure necessity. He's doing it by a code. He's displaying all the horrible things they've done. He's backed it up with evidence. He's doing a good thing. Dexter Morgan for president. I'm ready for this. You have sold me. I want this.
Now this kind of reminds me of that other Netflix show that's out. One of the first ones, House of Cards, where you got like this really...
I haven't watched that.
You need to watch that one. It's actually pretty good.
Isn't Kevin Spacey in
Yeah,
that?
Kevin Spacey's in it.
Why am I not watching that?
And oh my God, I just forgot her name. I feel awful, but that's the thing with live radio, right? Radio. No, but I can't remember her name. But she plays the first lady, and she's outstanding. Because that's.
Are you talking about? Oh, I was thinking of Veep. My bad.
No, that's not what I'm talking about at all.
I've never watched Veep either, although I heard good things about it.
I haven't seen that one.
I heard it was good. What's her face from?
Louis Dreyfus.
Yes. She's in that. I heard it was funny, but I can't watch stuff like that. I don't know why. Like I know that it's probably funny, but to me, I'm like, oh, a political TV show.
Yeah.
But it probably just like hars everything.
It might.
It's probably fine.
Yeah.
But I need to get you away from the topic of politics since you love it so much.
I hate it.
I have a very serious question to
Please.
ask you. I can't remember where this came from. So, you know the story behind Thors Hammer, right?
Okay, let me guess. It's been a long time, but if I'm not mistaken, it has something to do with Loki, like, creating it as a joke or a prank.
Okay, you're going too deep.
Is that too deep? That's a very general...
No, I mean, like, how only Thor can pick it up.
Yeah.
Now, do you think... Okay, we're crossing worlds here. We are crossing streams. Things are getting weird. Do you think a Jedi could pick up the hammer with the power of the Force?
Well, that's an interesting question because it would depend, I think, right? Because I assume that the hammer would be on top of something, and I'm sure the Force could lift whatever it's on top of.
Well, that's cheating. Jedis can't cheat. I'm sick of Jedis cheating. Enough of that shit. Well, Qui-Gon's dead. Let it be.
Well, I don't know what the rules to Thor's hammer are, so I don't know if it's like, maybe you have to actually be touching it for it to take effect. And if you're using the Force, you're not technically touching it.
Well, apparently, from what I just took what is this? Apparently other people have picked up Thor's hammer.
The question just became moot. I'm glad you did some research on that.
I guess. Well, basically, I guess it means you have you have to be worthy to hold it because Captain America picked it up. I guess. Why, I don't know. I don't care enough to look further into that because I'm upset now. I'm angry. But I'm just saying, like, if it can only be picked up by someone that's worthy. Oh, but wouldn't every Jedi be worthy? Well, not Anakin, but most of them. Maybe not even Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Would
like,
Luke
they're probably
really be
not
worthy? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think I could see Luke lifting up any piece of heavy equipment.
He would give up.
He'd just be like, but it's too hard.
Too hard.
I'm not ready.
That's impossible.
I'll come back later. I'll come back. I promise.
I promise. I totally promise.
I'm sorry. It came to me. I thought it was a thought, and then I Googled it, and they're like, "No, Captain America did it," and I'm like, "Well, fuck me. All right, well,
Captain America, really?"
I guess he was able to pick it up long enough to send it back to its rightful owner.
All I know about Captain America is the actor looks really good in those pants. So.
I was just about to say all I know is Chris Evans.
I know the backside of Chris Evans. This is what I remember from the movie. I remember both cheeks, and I think there was a movie somewhere in there. I don't know.
That's like when I went to see the second Thor movie. I don't know anything about it. I don't remember it. I was drunk.
I've never seen it.
I remember Chris Hemsworth took his clothes off.
Oh my God, I've got to see it. Are we watching that tonight?
That's fine. But I remember he took his clothes off a handful of times, and I was on a date too, which is the worst part of it. And the whole time, I'm drunk on a date because I'm attractive. What can I say? And they like offered because the movie theater used to offer themed drinks. You'd go and So I got these Thors Hammer drinks, and I was drinking 2 at a time because I'm classy, and I don't want to get up. All right, so, like, 30 minutes into the movie, I'm gone. And then all of a sudden he's taking his clothes off, and the girl next to me is like, oh, my God. And she's with a gaggle of geese, so it's okay that she did that. But then I turn to the guy I'm with, and I'm like, yeah, oh, my God. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm right here. And I'm like, you don't look like that. How do you, can you, we need to, what is that? Can you even do that? I got to mold you into this, man.
Oh, my God. You bring up a great point, though. Like, what do you do on a date when you're in a public place and you see nudity like that in the movie?
I make direct eye contact.
Just like look over and just stare at them.
But I don't even do it in like a sexy sultry way. It's just like a plain stare. I'm just like, yeah. Did you see it? I saw it too.
What are you trying to see if they're into it, or are you?
I'm not sure. Like, do I look at them jealously? Like, I'm not sure how I.
Let me ask you this: what if it was a woman undressing on the movie? What would you do? Would you look at your date then, or would you just kind of?
See, what I would immediately say is I'd be like, she looks photoshopped. That's the first thing I say, because I'm like, that's not what we look like in real life. And I would immediately like just try to degrade her on all levels.
Oh my!
But most men are smart enough to look away.
They just look away?
I mean, with me they do. They have to.
Is that what guys do? They just look away when there's a... Everybody write to us and let us know. Write to us on Twitter at theprattlecast and tell us what you would do.
What would you do? It also depends on if your girlfriend or boyfriend is insane. Like, it depends.
Wait, I feel like that was directed at something. What's the story there?
It's directed at me. I'm crazy.
Oh, you're the story. I need to talk to the ex. Okay.
Yeah. Well, you don't need to talk to the ex, because then they'll miss me. They'll come back, and I don't want that. I don't want to be missed. I'm good. Just fucking disappear. You'll never live up to my expectations. Because now I have new expectations. I'm going to see Deadpool on Saturday.
Oh, yeah, I heard that.
And I find Ryan Reynolds to be quite a strapping man.
Well, I do, too. I
think he's attractive. I think he's funny.
I think he's a very lovely young man, yes.
Yeah, he's mostly funny, but mostly just something to look at. Yes. And him in the Deadpool outfit, they purposely do, like, zoom-ins on his ass in spandex. And I'm like, this is perfect for Valentine's Day alone. I am ready. So that's what I'm going to do on Saturday. I'm going to stare at Ryan Reynolds, and I'm going to be sure to give everyone a nice hearty update on that.
But he's wearing a mask the whole time. But I guess
he needs to.
But I mean, the thing is, like, I think I could tell Ryan Reynolds' ass versus a stuntman. I think I could do it. I think I could do this.
You think you can tell the difference between the ass?
Yeah, between the asses.
I think Ryan's is more meaty. He's got a meatier ass than this. I feel like all stunt doubles would have, like, no ass.
They probably don't have.
Because they're, like, they're, like, doing all that movement and stuff. Kind of like how, like, ladies who do a lot of that stuff don't really have boobs. Yeah,
don't a lot of the lady stunt women do, like, they sometimes play as the young boys and things like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't got boobs.
Yeah, that would look very awkward.
I don't want to sacrifice my boobs for my job. Like, nobody told me that in the job description. Was like, you will lose your boobs. Like, what?
Well, I mean, if they're working out all the time.
Yeah, but I'm just gonna work out some of the time. Like, once a month, I'm gonna do something that makes me sweat, and then I'm gonna give up. Because that's as often as I get motivated to work out. Is like, once a month. I get a very strong urge because I'm like, I'm out of control. And then I go crazy while I'm watching a TV show. And then the episode ends, so I'm like, workout's over. But I forgot about the workout 10 minutes into the episode, so it's gone.
I used to work out all the time. Like
what happened?
I think I just kind of gave up. But I remember, like, at the height of it, because I was taking, like, I was doing that P90 thing, and I remember...
P90X.
No, I wasn't doing P90X. I did P90, which a lot of people don't even know P90 exists. But
I don't.
You're not supposed to do P90X until you've done P90. So a lot of people do P90X, and then they just lose their minds because of how fucking ridiculous it is. But if you start with P90 and work into P90X, it works a lot better. P90 is for lazy fucks who don't usually work out. and then you get
Like,
in shape.
is it really, though?
Yes, it is.
Because every time I do, like, a beginner's workout, I'm like, how do beginners do this? And I'm, like, always dying.
Well, I actually got a lot of success off of back when I was doing it. But then again, I was doing, like, I took, like, these crazy supplements. Like, I would have these pills that were shipped to me from, like, Hong Kong or something.
Oh, my God, you're a drug addict.
These pills were the size of my thumb shake. And I would have to swallow this thing. And I was always worried I was going to, like, choke on it and people would just find me. And I would be, like, sitting there shirtless with my dumbbells on me, just eyes staring up at the ceiling.
Confirmed here. Razzle's got a weird sexual fetish that the cops are going to walk in on. Just like, what's in his throat? I don't know. He killed himself. He was really into this. Oh, my God. I gotta look into this P90 business.
Yeah.
See, the thing is, I'll look at it, I'll get motivated, I'll get hype, and then I'll do it for a day and be like, this is too hard.
It is difficult. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is difficult, but it's manageable for people just kind of breaking into exercise. But you really do have to do it. It can be, like, it's like an hour-long workout. So, and then you have, like, these days where you have to do yoga, and that can take, like, an hour and a half, because I hate yoga. I suck at yoga. I'm not flexible.
I suck at just moving my body into different positions.
It's not what it is. Yoga's ridiculous. Yoga wants you to, like, bend your back in abnormal ways. Like, people are not supposed to bend like this at all.
Well, maybe everybody else is supposed to, and you're just not meant for it.
Probably.
Just sit down. You just sit down. I remember when I was flexible.
Do you?
I remember the day fondly, and then I just degenerated.
Did you do anything with this flexibility? Did you follow any dreams?
No. I did a lot of not dreams.
Wow.
Nope, no dreams. No dreams followed. I was a cheerleader for a moment.
Only a moment.
And then I did I was in gymnastics.
I was too. I did gymnastics.
And I still don't believe you.
Why?
I don't know why it's so hard for me to believe that you were a gymnast.
Why is this hard to believe?
I don't know. Were you really?
Yes.
Oh. When did that dream die?
Wow. Probably in my late teens, now that I'm thinking about it.
Why?
I think I just didn't sign up for the next course, and I just stopped doing it.
So you weren't even in love with it. It's just like,
no, I was for a while, but I didn't like it because, like, all the girls got to do all the cool stuff. Like, they got music with their floor exercise, and I'm going out there, and you don't get any music when you're a guy. It's sexist. It's a very sexist sport, you guys.
No, I agree with that.
And then I also hate it. I remember the first day, like it were yesterday, because I really hated the parallel bars, and I grew to just love it. It became my favorite event. But I remember the very first day I hated it because the way they trained you to do it. And for those who don't know, that's the apparatus, the menus, that's kind of like two very thin bars that come about up to your chest, I think. And you kind of just swing back and forth on them. And basically, you go from one side to the other, then the other side, the other side. It's not it's not like the women's event, which is the unparalleled bars, the uneven bars rather. But with the parallel bars, the way they first teach you is you'll get up on them, you'll boost your body strength up with your arms, and then you're supposed to let go and fall down on like where your shoulder is, like where your armpits are, and you just fall down on it to learn how to fall on it. And I remember just being so sore for like a week of doing that.
That sounds painful.
It was very painful. But I learned how to do it.
That sounds like they tortured you.
Well, it sounds like that, but I learned how to fall correctly, and it became my favorite event. So in the end, I enjoyed doing it. I remember the only thing I remember about gymnastics was my coach looked exactly like Chris O'Donnell. He looked almost.
Are you serious?
Yes, he looked.
You had the perfect coach.
I know.
Chris O'Donnell was cute.
Yes, he was. And
he had a moment, but he was not made to be Robin.
I know.
He was. I don't. That whole movie was just a bad life choice.
That killed his career because I don't remember him doing anything big after that.
Well, I mean, I'd like to tell you that it killed Val Kilmer's career, but I think it was already dead.
Yeah, by that point, what year was that Batman Forever came out? That would have been.
That was 90s.
I know it was the 90s. Was it mid-90s?
I don't know. I think I thought I actually had a magazine in this very room that like.
I mean, I guess I could
I
Google it real fast and cheat, but
Oh no, we wouldn't want you to do that.
I'm gonna Google it. But what I was going to say was, okay, it was 1995, so this would have been after I think Tombstone, which I think was his best movie ever. That was his best role.
I like Salt and Sea.
Salt and Sea.
Salt and Sea, yeah.
Have I seen that?
Like SALTON space SEA.
I don't think.
And that was a good movie. I own that one. I thought that was good. And I also liked Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I don't even know if I've seen either one of those.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was him and Robert Downey Jr. And it was fantastic. It was hilarious. I own it. I'll upload it. We'll watch that. That'll be an experience. It's a good movie. Like I remember I was in a Newbury Comics and they were, you can get movies there for like $2 because nobody buys DVDs anymore.
Yeah.
But I do. And I was like, yeah, I need some new stuff to watch. I was picking up some randoms, and the guy there was like, have you seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang? And I was like, I would remember that. I have not. And I watched it, and it was great. And I never knew that Robert Downey Jr. was in it. Never knew Val Kilmer was in it. Some other girl is in it too. What's her name? Is it Megan Monaghan or whatever?
Maroney?
What's her name? Nah, I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna
just keep Googling stuff.
It's gonna bother me because she's so horrible. It came out in 2005. For me, that's not old.
It's pretty old. It's 11 years.
I know. I know that's 11 years, but 2005 does not fit. Michelle Monaghan.
Michelle Monaghan.
Yeah. She's probably been in trash. Let's see what she's been in. Nothing good.
There's still some people, whenever they think back 10 years, they for some reason think of the 1990s, and I feel bad for those people.
See, no, I'm like, oh yeah, the early 2000s. That was like not long ago.
It was a pretty long time ago, though.
But for me, it's fresh.
Yeah, well, it really wasn't. I mean,
I'm sorry, you're being awfully rude right now.
Think about it like this: in 2005, 11 years before that was what, 1994. So
yeah,
I mean, we could keep going, but
after that point, you're gonna lose me. I'm not gonna be there anymore.
Well,
why do you want to erase me?
I don't. Well, not really. Not entirely, anyway.
They need to tone it down on their cast list when they give you a list of people that are in a movie. They need to realize that nobody cares about all the other people. Like, there's so many people in the movies that we just don't care about. They really need to get on that ball because there are just like over 100 people that were, I guess, in this movie that I didn't need to know were in it. I'm never gonna give a shit. If you don't even have their picture on IMDb, why the fuck did you mention them? Like, don't waste your time. You've wasted everybody's time now. I don't need that negativity in my life. I can't handle it. I lost my water.
What?
I've lost it in the traps of my desk. Well, because I've got Cheetos here.
Why do you have Cheetos with you?
I'm not eating them, am I?
I hope not.
No, I'm an adult. I can wait.
Just have them as a temptation on your desk.
It's just like a reminder that I'm a grown-up and that I can say no.
I get that.
That's the only reason they're there. That's the only reason that they're there. Oh, shit, look at that. We made it to an hour.
Did we?
This is amazing. Do we keep going?
I don't know. That's up to you. It's really up to you.
Shit. I thought we were only here for like 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought that was like a half hour.
It's a whole hour, Shake.
That is a whole hour. Well, like, is an hour like a good stopping point? Do you do an hour and a half? Like, what do you?
I don't know what you do.
Where do you go?
I have no idea what to do. It's not really something we ever talked about. Like,
well, we're working this out now, guys. This is being worked out.
We'll be working this out for the next 30 minutes. Should we stop at an hour? Or do we keep going? I don't know.
I said, what do we do from here? Well, yeah, since I'm talking about it so much, I guess I might as well. Bye. No, I guess we can wrap it up here.
All right. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. That's at the Prattlecast. At the Prattlecast. Follow us on Twitter. Yeah.
You can also follow us individually. I'm eating now. See, I already gave up. It did not take long. I have food in my mouth. Welcome. You can follow both myself and Razzle as people on our personal, not so personal Twitter accounts. It's at ShakeZillaTV. That's me, obviously. And at Razzle_Dazzles. There you can kind of get insights into other crap about us that doesn't matter. And also streams and such that we do on Twitch.tv. And that is under the same name as well. Our Twitch names are also ShakeZillaTV and Razzle_Dazzles. Even though this is the first one and we don't have a lot of stuff set up yet, we're going to be setting up a Spreaker thing, which is like you guys can call in and leave messages and stuff. Not that I expect that to happen anytime soon, but I'm going to put it out there for anybody who decides to fucking use it. I'm going to put it there. And I'm also going to set up a Facebook page for us, so that'll be in the works, but I'll keep you all updated on that through our the Prattlecast Twitter account. Am I missing anything?
Only that we're going to be we stream every Friday together live every Friday on Twitch.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, this Friday coming up, we'll be continuing our playthrough of what are we playing? Lego Star Wars, and we'll be doing the original series, the original trilogy on Lego Star Wars. So we'll be starting that. We might not get through the whole thing because the prequels took us 7 hours, but you never know. We'll try.
It was mostly due to an alcohol problem. There was a lot of drinking, and all of a sudden a children's game became very, very difficult. But we're on to the good Star Wars movies now, so you can join us for that.
Yeah.
This week we'll be starting around, those are yummy. Starting around 10:30. It's usually earlier, but that's it for this week. And yeah, that'll be fun. You can join us there and follow us and stuff. Or don't.
And tweet at it. Tell us what you think of the show. Remember, at the Prattlecast. Go ahead and tweet us. Say hi.
You sound way too fucking friendly.
Hi!
Anyway, we're out for the week, guys. We will see you next time. Until then.